Scott Stillwell. I am General Manager at Easy Claw. We're going to install an Easy Claw on this truck today. A little bit of background about Easy Claw: hose and cable management out of North Carolina. So everything that we design and make is made in the USA. We are intended to use on 3-in-1 lines, 4-in-1 lines, and hydraulic lines. A couple of different parts that we'll use for this Freightliner Cascadia. So they're using 4-in-1 lines on the Cascadia day cabs. They do have that liftgate cable. So we're going to use a 30-pound Easy Claw system. We do have other Easy Claw systems, but 30-pounder for the 4-in-1s. For these Freightliner Cascadia day cabs, we use a Versamount bracket. So just a standard Versamount bracket. And then we also utilize the sling. This is the Easy Claw sling. We'll wrap around the hoses like a slip knot, and then cinch down on, and then that hooks right into the Easy Claw tensioner using this stainless steel carabiner. So this is a typical setup for basically a slider bar, towel bar, typical tender spring, and then you're holding your 3-in-1 lines with your clamp that comes with the 3-in-1 lines. So you can see that these springs are hanging down roughly below the window, and what we get in this situation as the truck is running, it's right up against the back of the truck and it slides back and forth, and you can see the wear on this particular tractor where it's actually rubbed through the paint. Just from a aesthetic point of view, a lot of times these trucks, when they get turned back in, the back of them will have to be painted. I've heard $400 to $500 to repaint the back of these trucks, so at that point you already have the Easy Claw paid for. A lot of chatter on the back of the cab that the driver will hear as well. So we hold the lines about 18 to 24 inches higher than a typical tender spring. Holding it up much higher like that, it just helps with DOT fines. So any lines that are laying on the catwalk, that's a DOT no-no. You can fully jackknife your truck. So if you're getting in tight parking lots or just doing a lot of U-turns out there in the road, you can't fully jackknife the truck without having to replace your springs or without having to replace your 3-in-1 or 4-in-1 lines. With not having the broken glad hands on the trailers, when you are backing those ends, we are having less road calls with the Easy Claw system, so that's money saved. You don't have drivers sitting on the side of the road, product late, and the expenses that are incurred when the repair services have to come out. Drivers love the system. Kind of just shows them a safety mechanism to help them with moving their lines if they have to, and just during their pre-check to make sure it's off the catwalk as well.
Easy Claw bracket installation. Position bracket on cab and mark holes. Drill holes using 17/32 bit. Install rivet nuts, included with Easy Claw. Attach bracket to rivet nuts using 5/16 bolts. Easy Claw tensioner installation. Position tensioner on your preferred side of bracket. Slide 3/8 bolts through bracket into tensioner and tighten nut. Note: do not install the tensioner so the cable is positioned at the bottom and closest to the cab. Hanging cords from Easy Claw system. Wrap entire sling around cord and slide carabiner through sling loop to make a slip knot. Clip carabiner to Easy Claw tensioner loop. Rubber stopper should be tight to the top when truck is parked and or driving straight. If there's slack, adjust the tensioner. Important note: hang only one assembly, carabiner, sling, and cords from the tensioner cable loop. Attaching more than one can pull the tensioner line in multiple directions. Correct use of sling. Sling creates a slip knot around cords. Incorrect uses of sling. Sling attaches to tender springs hardware. Cords hang from the sling loop, which allows cords to slide. No sling. Cords hung from tender springs hardware. If the weight of the cords creates slack in the tension, scan QR code on yellow sticker to learn how to increase tension. The video will explain how to remove the tensioner cover, remove cotter pin, adjust tension, and put tensioner back together.